Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another Yap session. Today's Yap session is going to be about a thought, an obsessive thought that I've had in my head, stuck in my head over the past 2 days. Honestly, it's been affecting my day-to-day life. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about this. So today I want to rant and vent to you guys about it, and you guys let me know what you think, okay? And this thought stemmed from like 2 videos that I made a couple of days back, right? Both of the 2 videos were the Barca season's tier list and the reaction to the Bayern Munich game, the 7-0 in the UCL semifinals in 2013. And in both of those videos, if you go back and rewatch them, in passing, I kind of said Barca, apart from that one MSN season over the past 10 years in the UCL, has been a disappointment. And it reminds me, honestly, like watching all these games, it reminds me how fucking shit Barca have been in the UCL for the past 10 years and how embarrassing we've been, apart from that one MSN season. Honestly, like, it's really depressing. And I said that again, like I said, in passing. But then I was rewatching that video the other day, and I started thinking about that, and I was like, holy fuck, bro. I was right, and I should have emphasized that more. And today I want to emphasize it more. I've been thinking about Barca and the UCL over the past 10 years, and apart from that, like I said, that one Messi Suarez Neymar season where we won the whole thing, we had an amazing UCL campaign, one of the best UCL runs of all time in my opinion. I've mentioned it before, we're beating the champions of all the biggest leagues in Europe on the way to winning the whole thing. But that's the outlier, right? The other like 8 years post, like in between, are what Barca's actually been. Like, one great UCL campaign does not make it, like, that's not the norm, right? Barca's norm over the past 8 years in the UCL has been disappointment and heartbreak. Let's really think about this, right? Post 2014, 2015, right? So we're taking the past 8 or 9 UCL seasons, right? It would be 9 UCL seasons, counting this one. Barca, and we'll see what happens this year, obviously. So let's just say 8 because we don't know what's going to happen this year. Barca have made one UCL semifinal. We haven't even made a fucking final. One UCL semifinal over the past 8 years, bro. Sorry, I had to burp. Dude, it's it's coming every video. You guys know I gotta burp every single fucking video. One UCL semifinal in the past 8 years. Just for context, since 2014, 2015, Real Madrid, our biggest rivals, have won 4 and made 6 finals. And have won 4 finals, and they've made 4 finals because they've won 4 because they haven't lost one. And they've made 6 semifinals, counting the 4 they won. They made 2 more semifinals. Is that not insane? Liverpool, in that same span, Liverpool, who in 2014, 2015 were a fucking dumpster fire. They were like rebuilding still. They've made 3 finals and won a final. Messi has made 2 finals and won a final. The only other team that could be like you could say that's a European royalty like us over the past couple of decades and has not managed to win a UCL or be that good in the UCL is Bayern Munich, and they won one in 2019, 2020, and they were going to win that no matter what because they were the best team in Europe. But you could say it's kind of like it kind of has an asterisk behind it because it was obviously the COVID UCL, only one leg after the round of 16. But still, I mean, they destroyed every team they played either way. But Bayern Munich, post-2013, it's actually been pretty disappointing. In the past 2 years, quarterfinals, Villarreal and Messi. I mean, Messi, that's understandable. Well, Villarreal is fucking embarrassing. And even before that, PSG. But anyway, this is not about, obviously, Bayern Munich. We're talking about Barca here, but I just wanted to point that out. Bayern Munich, if you actually look at it, over the past 10 years in the UCL, has also been fairly disappointing. Like, post-winning their one in 2013 in Wembley, it has not been good for them anyway, but it doesn't matter. It's about Barca. But, dude, Barca it's honestly been, it's been weird to watch. And when I look at the losses, bro, they're not just losses, they're collapses. Think about it. 2016 quarterfinals against Atletico Madrid, we should have been that team. We should have been that team and we got robbed. We got fucking robbed, but anyway. 2017, we beat PSG in that legendary comeback. We get spanked by Juve the next round. 2018, the historic collapse against Roma, which we all know what happened there. 2019, the 1 year we made the semifinal, it's arguably, not even arguably, to me it's the biggest collapse in the history of football. You're up 3-0, you win on aggregate, like you're up 3-0 on the tie, then you fucking lose 4-0 in their stadium. No excuse for that. 2020, Bayern Munich beats you 8-2 in the quarterfinals. 2021, PSG knocks you out on the round of 16. I'm not going to blame them for that because that Barca team was not going to win shit, okay? Next 2 years, grouped and grouped. And then we're waiting to see this year. Grouped and grouped. And then we can't even say that we won the Europa League because we got knocked out of the fucking Europa League as well. In the quarterfinals and the preliminary round. And even before that, if you want to even go before that, think about the time with Pep Guardiola, right? Those 4 years with Pep. Final, semifinal, final, obviously winning the final, semifinal, winning the final, semifinal. So for a 4-year span, we were one of the best 4 teams in Europe, and 2 of those years we were the best team in Europe, right? Think about that. And the ties we lost in the semifinal were to treble-winning Inter with Jose Mourinho, one of the best teams in the past 15 years in football, and a Chelsea team that, they were a really good team. I mean, they won the whole thing. They ended up beating Bayern Munich in their stadium. That's how good that team was. After that, we made the semifinal in 2012, 2013. but we lost 7-0. That game that I'm telling you guys where this thought stemmed from. I reacted to it against Bayern Munich. And then 2013-2014 quarterfinals. So since 2013-2014 up until present day, Barca have made two UCL semifinals, 2014-2015 and 2018-2019. Is that not insane? And this whole time, we have the best player in the world. And by the way, I'm not saying that to blame Messi. This is not me putting the blame on Messi because Messi deserves, to me, 0% of that blame. Zero. The only games that you can say that Messi kind of came up short in were the quarterfinals against Atletico in 2015, 2016, and you could argue the tie against Juve in 2017, but that whole Barca team was sleeping at that point. This is not Messi's fault, but it just makes me think, like, how do we... Barcelona are known as, like, European royalty, right? So you got Real Madrid up top. They're the best team, obviously, in the UCL because they have the most trophies by far. But after that, it's like that room with Bayern Munich and AC Milan and Barcelona and Liverpool and Man United and Inter, all these teams that have, like, more than 2 UCLs. Like, they're all right there, right? They're all together. How have we fallen so, like, deeply over the past 10 years? Just for context, by the way, since Barca won their fourth UCL in their history in 2010-2011. In 2011-2012, Chelsea won their first, right? Chelsea have won more UCLs in the past, since 2011 than Barca have. Fucking Chelsea, who became relevant in the early 2000s thanks to Roman Abramovich. Think about it. They won their one in 2020, 2021, and they won it in 11-12. And since 11-12, we've won one, they've won two. 2014, 2015. And I remember being I remember being going into my summer going into 8th grade. I was going into 8th grade, so I was turning 14 years old at the time. I remember sitting in my couch with my boy in his house in Venezuela. I remember like it was yesterday. I have that picture in my fucking head, bro. I can literally see it right now. I can envision it. We were sitting on his couch watching Barcelona not just spank Juventus 3-1 in a UCL final in Berlin. Watching the greatest trio of all time do what they do. Messi, Suarez, and Neymar all played fantastic. Suarez and Neymar both scored a goal. Messi was amazing that whole game despite not scoring or assisting. And I was like, holy shit, bro, who's stopping us? Who is stopping this team over the next 4 years? Who's stopping this trio? Messi in his prime, Luis Suarez coming off on a fantastic season. I mean, this guy's a fucking animal. And Neymar, only 23 years old, and we have fucking Neymar, bro? Who is stopping this team? But over the next 2 years, we didn't manage to make a semifinal. The next 2 years, with Neymar, we didn't manage to make it to the semifinals. And even when Neymar left, we have Messi and we have Luis Suarez. Roma, Liverpool, Bayern, Messi leaves, grouped. Well, obviously there was PSG in the middle there, but you know, that team, like I said, had no business winning anything. And I know people are going to be like, bro, all you do is talk shit about Barca. Are you honestly a real fan? Bro, this should tell you how fucking much I love this club, how upset I am right now talking about this, because I grew up watching my team dominate Europe, bro. Dominate. We were the best team in Europe. 2009, winning a treble, winning the UCL, beating Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United, one of the best teams of all time. Everybody thought that team was unfucking beatable. They were defending champions, and we beat them convincingly. 2011, again, destroyed that same team, Sir Alex Ferguson, in Wembley Stadium. In England, we beat an English team with one of the most dominant performances in the history of a UCL final. The most dominant performance, actually. I misspoke. It's the most dominant. And then, what have we been doing since then, bro? What have we been doing since then? Like, is it the club? Is it the players' mentality, bro? And like I said, it's not just the losses, it's the collapses, man. There's a 7-0 in there. There's an 8-2 in there. There's a fucking 3-goal comeback. There's a 4-goal comeback against us. There's a shutout where we didn't score a single goal through 2 legs against fucking Juventus, bro. And seeing all these other teams like make UCL finals, dude, in that same, like Juventus has made UCL semifinals. Like they made a UCL semifinal in 2018. They made a UCL final in 2017. They made the UCL final loss against us in 2015. Atletico Madrid made a UCL final, bro. They've made more UCL finals since 2011 than us, or since 2012 than us. And they're our little brother in Spain. I mean, they're not even close to as good as we are in Spain. It's really fucking upsetting, bro. Like, I think about this, like, I was thinking about this and I was like, where did this club go? What went wrong for these past 9 years or 10 years in the UCL that we have not been able to compete, bro? Dude, like I said, I was going into my 8th grade year. I was going into 8th grade last time I saw Barcelona win a UCL. I'm now 22, bro. I'm 22. I'm in my last year of college. I went through all of high school. I went through all of college. And I still have not seen my team, let alone win a fucking UCL, reach a final, bro. Reach a final. What are we doing? I'm so frustrated with because I love this team so much and I've seen us win multiple trophies, bro. This is not to say that the past years for Barca, I'm not saying that the past years have been disappointing overall because we've won Copa del Reyes, we've won La Ligas, we've won a Club World Cup, UEFA Super Cup, Spanish Super Cups, you name it. But when it comes to European football, bro, you guys know the name of the game is, did you get your hands on the UCL? Could you win that trophy? Like, Liverpool fans, right? I remember talking to one of my boys in school. He was a Liverpool fan. Shout out Fred. And he was telling me how, he'd rather win the Premier League than the UCL. That was the year that obviously Liverpool won it for the first time, my senior year, 2019-2020. Because he said that he had not seen Liverpool win the Premier League his whole life. And the fans just want to win the Premier League. They've won the UCL, they want to win the Premier League. But that's because they hadn't won one in fucking 30 years. So obviously you want to win the Premier League. But when you're like Barca and you're used to fucking winning the La Liga so many times, you want to get your hands on that UCL, bro. And I really hope this shit changes soon, man. I don't know if it's the board. I don't know if it's the players. I mean, we just seem like a weak team when it came to mentality in Europe, bro. It seems like a weak team that we are, and I don't know where that fucking comes from because this team dominated Europe for so long. Did Pep take the aura with him, or did Luis Enrique take the aura with him? We should have done so much more with MSN. So much more. That team, that trio had no business only winning one UCL with each other. No business, bro. And I think about like what could it have been, I don't know. What it could have been if maybe that handball against Atletico gets called. Or we actually beat Liverpool and we would have beaten Spurs that year. I had a fucking Spurs fan in my comment section the other day talking about like, you wouldn't have beaten us in the final. Bro, we would have spanked you, bro. Spanked you in the final. We destroyed you in the group stages that year. It wouldn't have even been close. We would have beat you 3-4-0. What would have happened if we would have beaten Roma, Do we beat that Liverpool team? Because that's what we probably would have faced in the semifinals. We would have faced them in the semifinals. Obviously, Bayern Munich and PSG, the 2 years after that, I didn't have expectations for those teams to win anything because, again, they weren't really good. But, I mean, bro, I want to see this change, man. I know most Barca fans, there's Barca fans that have never, there's some Barca fans probably watching this who are 15, 14 years old who were fucking, I don't know, 7, 6 last time Barca won a UCL. I at least got to see my team win 3 of them. I remember when I was a kid in 2009 watching that team. I remember being in my house watching that. I remember in 2011 being at a restaurant with my dad watching that final. I remember obviously I told you guys about 2015 with my boy in his couch. But dude, I hope this shit changes quick, man. Really no point to this video. Just wanted to kind of rant and vent to you guys. If you guys like these videos, let me know. I could obviously do more, but obviously I'm not gonna be as passionate about the other ones because this is about my club and just how. Bro, it's so infuriating the fact that I can't see my team win another UCL. I haven't seen it in 8 years. I'm sure Real Madrid fans who are a little bit older will probably remember this feeling because from 2002 all the way to 2014 I didn't win one. So I'm sure they know what that feels like. But then again, the difference that I would make there is Real Madrid for those years, they didn't have the best player in the world. They had Raúl, they had the Galacticos. None of those guys were really the best players in the world. You didn't have the Galacticos were old, bro. R9 was old. Obviously Beckham. Fucking Zidane, who actually did win a UCL with them, Figo, of course, but they actually won UCLs. Talking about the actual Galacticos that never were able to win it. And then in those middle years, you had guys like Raúl and fucking Gago and Robin and, all those different players like Cannavaro. But those teams were really never, they weren't really Real Madrid quality per se, honestly. But Barca, for us, we had the best player in the history of the game. For these past 10, every year I'm talking about, we had Messi. Except obviously last year's we got Group, which is fucking embarrassing. But all those years we had Messi in the middle, bro. Even Bayern Munich, like I mentioned, yes, they were good. Bayern Munich had a great squad. They didn't have Messi, bro. And thinking about it, I was like, holy shit, Messi, did we waste his career in the UCL? Obviously, he's still, to me, one of the best UCL players of all time. To me, he's number 2 right behind Ronaldo, obviously. There's really no argument you can make for anybody else over Messi at number 2. But, man, it's just really disappointing to think about what this team, could have, I don't know, so many missed opportunities, man. It really pisses me off. And, yeah, I think people forget sometimes how disappointing Europe has been for us over the past 10, 8 years. I'm even saying it post-Pep. Again, like I said, that MSN year is the anomaly. That is not the norm. That is not the regular. That one MSN year is like the outlier. That happened once, and since then it's been disappointment and failure in quarterfinal and quarterfinal and quarterfinal, and one semifinal that we got spanked and embarrassed in. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'd love to know how you Barca fans think. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Barca fans in my comment section getting mad at me, bro. You're so negative all the time. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Cry me a river. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. Don't get mad. No, but do get mad. What the fuck am I saying? Fuck it. Just end the video. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what that little back and forth with myself was just then. Ignore that. But yeah, I'm not going to cut that out of the video, by the way. I'm leaving that in. Raw and unfiltered. That's how we like to do it here. Raw. That's how we do it here. Anyway, I love you guys, man. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.